Roman New Times. Let's begin. Recently I've been able to watch Loki because of an app that's free. It feels like going to the library and borrowing it, except for whatever. And I end up wondering if I actually should pay for a service to be able to watch it. I would pay directly to them. It's a really good series. I don't have any scientific stuff to say about how it works or whatever, except for there is absolutely no reason you can't time jump into TNG. Every moment that you're doing a thing that was from one moment to the next, time is existing. That's a good record. Is that my record? I don't know. Whatever, let's do the puzzle now. So the point is, nope. There should be a way to know. Wow. About all sorts of possible scenarios. Like, literally, you can just press a button and people are reset in time. Why would you not be able to time slip? That's the definition of it. There's no alternative. It must be time slip is possible. You do all sorts of things to manipulate time in the TNG. It's like the first thing you learn in the series. So how did they come around to that conclusion? I don't know. It's silly. There's no real reason. It's just a show. These processes take way too long. What? How the hell did I put a 1 up there? Wait, what was I trying to put up there? I wasn't doing 1s. 1 would go here. What was here? God dang it, I don't care. Whatever, I'll figure it out. A 9 needs to go somewhere, and I don't know where. Well, it's not going to be this, and it's not going to be that, so it has to be here. Crossed out, you know. And then the other one is, a 3. 5. 5. Yeah, I'm not feeling so so much under the weather, but like not exactly the top notch as I should be. Could be better. Oh yeah, 2 goes up here. I must have pressed 1 instead of 2. That's stupid. What is this? A 9? There's another 9. But yeah, he's basically Rick Sanchez, you know? The guy that we kill. Only we killed him here instead of in the Shrinky movie, which is like, yeah, that makes sense. We killed him now twice. Cool. Yeah, the one who remains is Rick Sanchez. Spoilers. You see him in the again, I already mentioned the movie about the Shrinky Doo. Well, this one has to be the 1, which forces this. The remainder is 4. The remainder then is, I don't know. Well, here's a 7 and 2 and 3 and 9 and 8. Nice. A lot of stuff doesn't make everything instantly obvious. Like this is the most ridiculous trio ever. How is it even possible? This is an 8. 3, 4, 5, 6 equals the 4 must be over here. This has to be a 7. That has to be a 2. Right? Is it 5, 6, or 2? Well, I don't know. Here's a 1, though. That's obvious. And out of that comes nothing. But then there's 4, 3, and 2. Here's a 2. And then here's the 4, 3, 9, 7. 4, 7, 4, 7. Doesn't help. Not a good oh, this pops everything, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Weird. But here's another one. And another one. What? A5, whatever. Boom. Back up. I don't know. Weird. Well, if 6 is in this column somewhere, something. Funny shoes. Oh God, why can't I find something? Find me. Whoa. This looks like a 9 in box and elsewhere. Doesn't help. That's a 4. Hmm. How is it that its processing is so slow with this shit? It shouldn't be this slow. It feels like it's just deliberately made to be slower. Because the 9 here, the 3 is in either one of those, and then in all 3 of them, and then the 4, 8, but 8 is definitely there. 4, 7, 8, 9, 3, 3, 6, 6, 7, 7, 3, and 2, 7, 5, 1, 7, 5, and 1, 2. Oh god, I can't see anything. Why? I mean, come on, there's gotta be something obvious here, you would think. But it's like everything is a quad or something. If 9. I can't. Oh, 4, 7, 4, 7. Huh. Something, something, something without the 3. Meaning nothing. Wait. If 2 2, 5, 3, 4, 9 equals 6, or 2, how does it work? What? 7 has got to be in there, and then the rest of the numbers are elsewhere. But then which 7? All of this is riding on basically one binary. The entire thing is a single binary. Ow! Away from being solved. And I hate that. I keep finding that, and it's like, I don't want it. I don't want to do binary. I always resent it. So let's see if we can find any consistencies and any noise whatsoever that we can remove. If, okay, if 4, 8, oh, here we go. If 4, 8 and 4, 8 equals 6, 6, makes 5, 5, changes the stuff on the top, and 4, 1, 4, 1 equals not 4 equals 6. That's another one. 4, 5, 4, 5 equals not 4. Yeah, I knew there was going to be something. I didn't have to do binary to solve this. Not 5 equals 1, not 4, not 5. So that equals 1. And then we have the 6 here. And we have just the 3, 9, 8, 7, 4, 8. I like how it was actually solvable. That you could find the thing that pops it, but it's not a binary. It's a deduction. And it feels more satisfying than using binary all the time. Binary is like not thinking. Deduction and noise reduction, so much better in my brain. And everything's just solved. That felt valid. Unlike sometimes where I have to use binary. I found what it was. Oh god. What is this? Well, to begin with, it's not in night mode. Fuck off. This is what night mode looks like. It's actually disgusting and hard to read, okay? I can't read those numbers so easily as I can in the other mode. Light mode. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, no, it's freaking like unintuitive and weird. Let's see if we can find anything. Like a rogue 6 or something. Now my brain's looking for rogue 6s. Well, I thought of this 6-3, and it leads to this other 6-3. And if 6 must be in the center, but it could also be here. And it must, okay, there it is. I told you, rogue 6. 6 column, if you look, this cannot be a 6 because it has to be in that box in that column. Because it can't be anywhere else. It would show up in one of these two blocks. It won't show up there. So that's the first noise reduction we get. Similarly, in this stage, the 6 could go here. So therefore, it's not precluded from going there. And so we have an option, at least. And then this one, for example, must go in the middle, which doesn't change anything, because the other 6s are on top and bottom. But that's neat. How did I predict Rogue 6? I don't know. Feels weird that it would just randomly pop up in my brain. So there's 6s in all of the different positions on the top. And it's really just these ones that are completely blocked everywhere else except for those two blocks. So what does that give me? It gives me 8989 to 8282. There's not enough evidence to know which one is the 8, the 2, and 9 is not even here, it's up there. And if 9 is up there, then it's more likely that it's actually in the middle. But there's 8, 9 over there, so actually that would mean if 8, 9, 8, 9, and 8, 9, and 2 are in those, then 2 cannot be here, for example. Meaning now we're stuck with a 1 and a 4, which we got without the 6s in the first place. The 6s had nothing to do with that. Fun! And then we have 2 is down there. 7, 5, and 3 are in the other remaining places. Meaning a 2 should be probably here. But I can't say that confirmatively. Let's see if we can find anything else like that. I like that. That was good. Yeah, we got 5s down here. That's not helpful, because there's nothing else about that. And then the 9 could be up top. Coincides with this, and the other position coincides with that. So it's unclear, or that would be seen as unclear. And then if I vertical, the 5 is just in here. And if in that column there is only a 5 there, means that there is not a 5 here, forces the 5 to be there. Very good. Yes. And then that's a 4. And then that makes this a 9. I should just see that. Whoops. And then there's a 6. 7, 9, 7, 9 equals not 7, 5, I mean. Not 7, 5, not 5. Very simple stuff there. And from there, I can go to 8641 and find nothing about that cube. Let's go somewhere else. If we have 2 here, that means there can't be a 2 there. So at least we know there's no 2 there. It must be in this box or that box, not the other ones. So it has to also be here for that box. That's helpful as well. Meaning that 7 could be somewhere else, the 3 could be somewhere else. We don't know, but at least we're taking away some noise. And then, we end up with a random 6. Nice callback. And then we have, what do we get from that? 8, 2. What is 8, 2? 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 3, 1. And then this is whatever else, and then there's just a 9 up there. But there's also 9s down here, and it's not clear which one it is. Well, here's a 4 in this columns, which doesn't give me any other information. But if there's a 4 here, that means that there would be a 4, like in the middle, it has to be one of these two, so this has to, so it has to be one of these two. If it's not this, if it's this one, it could be one of these. And whatever, something, something. I can't quite pin it down. And this 7 is 7. And the 7 has to be in here. So actually, that's noise. There's no 7 here. Nice. I like that. It's the same rules, right? Which also means this is a 7. That's good. That's a 3. That's the other 3. Nice. 6 shows up again with a 9. Bafanada. Oh, well, 818175 looks like that, but we'll take a look later. 473898946 6. So definitely in that column, meaning the other 6 is here anyway. So let's just do that. And then what's next? Seven, 5, 7, 5. What about that? The ones are here means the other ones are here, meaning not here, for example. So that's good. That's a little more noise reduction. The one extra bit of information. And then if I think of these ones here, doesn't mean anything. If I think of this vertical, that means that these ones are the only ones that can be. I've already been there, and then they alternate with any of these positions. Oh God, I want to see it. I want to smell it. Oh, here's a 6 popping out of nowhere. Another 6. How did I know that 6 would be done first? Psychic, I guess. Just a good analyst, I guess. Next. There's gotta be a way to look at 1 or something. But there isn't. What about 5? 5 is down there. And then the other 5 is up there. And we have 5 in the center, 5 in the other center. How about 4? Just looking from a sudoku point of view. If these column, then not this 4. Ah, very good. More noise reduction. And if this column doesn't say, but that means this is the 4 in the middle. So that's a lot of noise. Just removed. Cool. Now that's a 7. Nice. What else should pop up to me? There's a 9, 8, 2, 7, 4, 5, 1, 8. There's the 7, 9, 8, 5. There's the 7. 2 free, 2 free, 2 free, 2 free. 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 8. How is it not solved? There's another 8. There's a 4, 5. No. Hold on. If 2 free, 2 free, 2 free, not 2, that's a 9. There's a 2. There's an 8. 9. There's the 5. 2, 1. How am I taking this entire long path in order to get for this 2 to be this 3 to this 2 to this 3 to this 2 to this 3 to that 7 to this 7 to this 5? Under 30 minutes. I feel okay about that. And no binary in either medium or hard puzzles. All deduction. Nice. I like how I looked at the verticals with but the 6, calling the 6 from the beginning was like, what the hell is that about? That's a 1 in 10 chance, 1 in 9 chance that you would ever guess the number that is removed first. And You could absolutely just work your way around it to make it so that the 6 is removed first, but I don't think you would have because certain context clues and everything else, good luck finding a way to make it the not the first number that was removed in this puzzle. Be interesting to find out what the other number was that would have been first if it wasn't the 6. Tell me in the comments what you think that number would have been. And again, I feel better for not having to need to do binary in this, but I don't know if it was necessary or if it was just, hey, good puzzles where I could actually solve them instead of do binary. I'll I'll keep trying to not do binary from now on. But if it calls for it, I might end up doing it. I don't know. But I love it when I don't need to. That's so good.